Hi guys, it's Miss Olt again, and I'm back in my dining room with the wonderful scenery of the blinds behind me. I hope you guys are having a great week so far. Um, as I begin, we're going to be reviewing 6.5, so we're going to look at practice number 3. But just as always, as we're going through this, have your practice out in front of you. Pause me, slow me down, speed me up, whatever you need to do here. As we go through this. And as always, I'm just an email or a remind away. All right, so remember this is a unit of units. I keep saying that because units are so important here. As we're looking through these word problems and trying to solve them, sometimes I don't tell you it's volume, but if you see milliliter or liter or centimeter cubed or decimeter cubed, you know you're dealing with volume. Temperature always has to be in Kelvin. So a lot of these problems I've given you Celsius, and you simply need to go to Kelvin. So add 273. And then pressure, remember pressure is either millimeters mercury, which is mmHg, atmospheres, or kilopascals. All right, so last time we talked about 6.5, and I believe we went through problems 1 and 2. So let's review practice problem number 3. So practice problem number 3 says a gas at 95 kilopascals, so kilopascals, that's pressure, has a volume of 1 liter. When the pressure changes to 120 kilopascals, the volume is 0.5 liters and the temperature is 100 degrees Celsius. What was the temperature when it was at 95 kilopascals? All right, so got my trusty little board here. All right, guys, so we are doing combined gas law. We're looking at what happens when we put Boyle's, Charles, sorry guys, and Boyle's and Charles' law together. So we're going to use the equation up here, P1 V1 over T1 equals P2 V2 over T2. So I'm going to plug in my variables here, right? So P1 was 95 kilopascals, V1 was 1 liter, and temperature is my unknown. That's what I'm trying to find. P2, we increased the pressure to 120 kilopascals. Volume went down to 0.5 liters. That makes sense, right? Remember we talked about when pressure goes up, volume goes down. And we have a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius. So first question, are all my variables where they're supposed to be? And the answer is no, they're not. This one has to be in Kelvin. So remember, I'm going to add 100 plus 273. So I'm going to make this 373 Kelvin. All right, so, and I'm going to, so I have a little bit more room on my small little board here. I'm going to put that down here. All right, so now it's just plugging in, right? So I'm going to take 95 P1 times 1 V1 over X. I don't know what my T1 is. And that's going to equal 120 times 0.5 over 373. All right, so remember, I'm going to use cross multiplication, but first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to solve these top ones to make it easier. So 95 times 1 is 95, and 120 times 0.5 is 60. So now I'm going to cross multiply. So 60x equals, and then if I put that in my calculator, I'm going to take 95 times 373, and I get 35,435. All right, so now I got to get x by itself. And so to get x by itself, I just divide by 60. And I'm going to get that x equals, so I'm going to take that 35,435 divided by 60, and I get 590.6 Kelvin. So that would be what my original temperature was. All right, guys, so that is a review of 6.5. That's number 3. All right, so let's talk about what your assignment for today is. You're going to complete a Boyles and Charles virtual lab. So go over to Canvas, download and save the document. It's on there. I'll show you that in a minute. The link to the virtual lab is inside the document, so you can use your control click tip, or it's also located on Canvas. Complete the virtual lab and then make sure you submit it in the correct place on Canvas. For Maroon Day, it's due May 5th at 11 p.m. and for Gold Day, it's due May 6th. So just to show you, just so we're clear on where this is, you will see right here, Boyles and Charles Law Virtual Lab. Feel free to click on that. It'll open up your document. Here is the link to the website, and this is where you are submitting. And also don't forget, there is a live session on Monday. I will send out the Zoom link to you so that you can attend. Remember, at this point, hopefully you've attended a few of them at this point, but you are required to attend 3. Please honor the last name thing. You can find that up here at the top. If you are worried, I'll send out in the email. And remember, this is just a pop-in. This is a chance just for me to check on you, see how things are going, especially as we're nearing the end of the semester. We're getting down to the last week. Just want to make sure everything's good, that you're comfortable with what's going on in chemistry at this point. Okay, guys? All right, so you have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.